Well, hi everybody. This is Rabbit T Rabbit, and well, this is it. This is my first show by myself. I never thought I'd get this far, but I guess I did.
Welcome back once again to Obscure Furry Media. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'm not sure how obscure today's topic is, because I feel like a lot of people within the furry fandom know of this guy, but I feel like there's also a lot that don't know about him. And I myself only recently learned about him maybe like a month or two ago. Point is, I gained a little mini obsession when I discovered this show, and I thought, you know, I should tell more people about this. This needs a little more attention. So what is it? It is a public access TV show that I think was based in New York, that first aired in 1983. It is the Rabbit T Rabbit Show, created by Richard Concepcion. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, which is not news on this channel. So anyway, Richard was a puppeteer and a fursuiter, and he created this show, and it ran, like I said, 1983 up until into the 2010s, I think, actually. I don't know if he did it on public access the whole time, because like it started on public access and then it made its way to YouTube in 2006. He may have been kind of doing simultaneously, I don't know. I couldn't find a ton of information about every single little detail because I guess this is kind of an obscure thing. I feel like this is one of those things that it's obscure depending on who you're talking to. If you walk into a social event filled with normal people and start talking about the Toxic Avenger, they don't know what you're talking about. You walk into like a horror convention and talk about it, then there's probably at least half of them are going to know what you're talking about. This is kind of one of those situations, I suppose. So I think I got the basic facts about the show out of the way. Let's talk about the content a little bit. The first aired episode, which is on YouTube, seems to be Rabbit T Rabbit in puppet form. He does transition kind of back and forth from being a puppet to a fursuit. I think I kind of like the puppet form a little bit more. The fursuit does have an oddly placed eye hole situation going on. Do you hear my cat? He's making bloodlust chirps. He probably sees an inferior animal outside the window and he wants to kill it. He's going to try and mimic their noises to draw them in. But anyway, in the first episode he's a puppet, and it's basically just him kind of talking and I guess taking calls from viewers. I don't really know anything about how public access works. I don't know, like, how you advertise it and this, that, and the other, honestly, but either way, it's a fascinating thing. Any kind of obscure, weird public access show, I'm about it. I didn't really grow up watching public access shows. I still don't watch public access. I feel like public access kind of had like a golden age or something, like a period where you could just do weird stuff on TV on these little local channels, and it's just a wonderful thing. I can't remember who did them, but it might have been on Blame It on Jorge's channel. I forget exactly though, so don't quote me on that. They did videos talking about different weird public access shows. Animal Trash was actually featured on that, which I already talked about Animal Trash on the show. But it seems like as the show went on, it started to kind of have, I guess, more of a formula. It might involve going to locations where there's like events, like a fair or something, or showing some documentary footage. Like I recall one had just showing some footage of the Warner Brothers store, which is kind of like the Disney store. I guess for a while Warner Brothers had their version of that. There's also a lot of, he'll be interviewing fictional characters basically, like Bugs Bunny, Chuck E. Cheese, a ton of just fictional characters, whoever he could get, I guess, a costume of basically, and have one person play like Chuck E. Cheese while he's in his suit and just do an interview in character. Just kind of has like a charming vibe to it. I can imagine if I was watching this back in the day, it would just be like relaxing background noise, and I don't know, just like weird, charming things like this. I also have to question, how did he get all of these costumes? Because, like, did he buy all these? They look like professional mascot costumes and things like that. It's kind of interesting. And I think it was on the Wiki Fur article about Rabbit T Rabbit. Mentioned something about how he was interviewed on The Daily Show. I can't find any evidence of that happening. But either way, he was also interviewed on a variety of other shows and interviewed for documentaries. Seemed like the guy had a bit of a following, even if it was just kind of in a niche community. Seems like he's just a nice person that wanted to create some entertainment, and that is something that I can definitely respect. That's what I like to do here. Fortunately, I did see that he passed away in 2017, and hopefully he would be happy to know that his content still has the ability to entertain even today. Even if it's just me watching, I don't know. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot more that I could have talked about. It kind of seemed, pun not intended, like a total rabbit hole. Like the more I researched on this guy and his show, the more I kept finding, and the more interesting it just became. So yeah, if you just kind of like some weird public access type shows, or just weird quirky things, or things that have like a charm to them, you know, maybe look up his YouTube channel, Rabbit T Rabbit, or I think there's some other people that have uploaded episodes. Yeah, I think it's just kind of nice to put on in the background and kind of listen to, and occasionally, I don't know, there's like something relaxing and charming about it. I feel like I'm using the word charming a lot. So thank you for watching this episode of Obscure Furry Media. If you want to, you can subscribe and like and comment, you know, all the things that you're supposed to do when you watch videos. Otherwise, you're a bad person. And also consider looking me up on Twitter. I try to be pretty active on there on the regular, just kind of posting random stupid things. Yeah, you could do that. Nobody's going to stop you if you just wanted to. It's up to you, you know.